Well, Robert, it's great to see you here in Vancouver.
It's lovely to be here, the old hometown, if you will.
Yeah, so look, you guys have had a transformational last year. And I think the news last week with an offtake agreement with Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world, and front page of the Wall Street Journal. I mean, that's really like a nice, cherry on top of a very sweet year. But I think you're just getting started, aren't you?
This is the beginning, absolutely. It's been 18 months of incredible growth for Gunnison since we sort of did our name change. We dropped our first technical report for our large Gunnison project as an open pit and began the work with Newton. So that's sort of the beginning phase, sort of the prologue, if you will, prologue of the story. But yeah, as we sit here today, the future is bright for us, and the future is really the Gunnison project and these stories along the way, as you mentioned, cherry on top, like Amazon, Newton, and the selling of copper into the domestic U.S. market is really an impressive event for us at Gunnison.
Yeah, you got a lot of PR from that, and I'm not sure so many people were aware that you're the most recent copper mine in the U.S. there in southern Arizona. Tell us about how things are going at Johnson Camp right now.
So Johnson Camp is going quite well. We probably move about 19 trucks of copper out this month, 850,000 pounds of copper. So it's going well. It's really a story of ramp up now. It's really building in those operational excellence type activities, the discipline needed to ensure we can demonstrate Newton's technology appropriately and properly for them to be successful as they change the copper world with this new leaching technology they've developed.
Okay, very good. So job done at Johnson Camp. That's ramping up very nicely. Tell us about the big open pit project where the real value is for the company and the PEA that's coming out soon.
Yes, absolutely. I wish I had that PEA in my hands for being here at Vancouver this weekend, but we're probably 2 weeks out, and that's it should be a game changer for Gunnison. Again, another step in that growth and that milestone with respect to we say we're going to deliver some products, and this one we believe is going to be significantly improved from the last one. Really, from a couple of standpoints, we're bringing in ore sorting, which is going to improve our operating costs. It's going to improve our leachability of our project. The other thing is the limestone. This 220 million tons of pure limestone really adds some great value upkick to our project. And again, those things are going to be in the PEA, and that's quite exciting. And yeah, we're probably 2 weeks out. We'll get that out into the market. We'll get that report out, and then we begin the real work of putting a pre-feasibility study out and doing that drilling and metallurgical test work required.
So the limestone, for people who don't understand, it's a copper mine, but the limestone is extracted as part of the operation to extract the copper, but you can actually get value from it.
Absolutely. So yeah, it would be a waste product in a normal open pit operation. The copper ore is going to go onto our leach pad. But in the waste dump, there'll be 220 million tons of this pure limestone.
Wow, that's a lot.
And we are about 1.5 miles from the Union Pacific rail line. So we've got an incredible product critical to the infrastructure needs of the Southwest US. And again, we're going to be putting it there. And yeah, there's some significant value that we're going to be able to unlock with that limestone product.
And the last PEA, I believe, was done in 2024, and the copper price used was $4.10 a pound. We're trading almost $6 a pound today. How much does that impact the value of the project?
That helps. Obviously, your long-term price is going to be a little lower than what the spot price is, that $6, which is certainly nice as we're selling Johnson Camp copper into that COMEX market today. But yeah, that increase is going to add $1.50 to the copper price in that project, and at 170 million pounds of production averaging through the life of that 18-year project, that is some significant improvement on value. That's pushing another $200 million into the profit margins. So that'll look nice as we publish that PEA.
So this has been a major step change in the last year in terms of mining in the U.S. with Trump 2.0. There's no administration in my lifetime that's done anything like they've done and spoken about for the mining industry and for hard rock mining and metals, and the fact that we need to have our own stockpile and stuff. Tell us about what you're hearing, the conversations that you're having down in Arizona.
It's really exciting in Arizona. I think the only opportunity, or slash, we'll call it a challenge, is really how we're going to staff and bring the technical people required for all of these mines. There are 8 or 9 development projects in various stages of that development right now in Arizona. Again, we are the copper state for a reason. We have the most copper production, and for us at Gunnison to be able to be that sort of leading edge of this new wave of copper production has been a real big boon for us as an organization. But yeah, the roadmap is cleared out with respect to how do we permit these projects, how do we ensure we create the public buy-in to these projects. And I think a lot of the work that the government's done, some of the corporations that exist out there to help mining organizations tell their story, have been really important to ensure that social license for us to operate in Arizona is really strong and really robust.
Well, yeah, you guys operate in the copper mining state in the U.S. I mean, even in the decades where mining was really in a downturn in the country, you still had a lot of mines operating in Arizona. But actually, the last permitting wave was really in the 90s. We really haven't permitted many new mines.
Correct.
We just permitted Copper World in 2025.
Yeah.
That's the first big copper mine that's been permitted in like 20 to 25 years. But it's changing. So we need to permit a lot of new mines. We need a lot more skilled labor. We need to train people. We got a big job ahead of us. Tell us about the pre-feasibility study and some of the work that needs to be done to have that set to be published.
Absolutely. So to advance that preliminary economic study, again, that's going to hit the market here in a couple of weeks. The big focus is on metallurgical studies and the metallurgical work of the Gunnison project. So that's going to require some drilling. We got to drill a bunch of metallurgical holes, which are the larger diameter holes. And that material will then be used to go through our ore sorting process and then into columns. The bulk of the Gunnison work in its previous iteration was done in a different sort of metallurgical method. So the work of the tomorrow, and again, we're looking to fund that internally to get that program underway here as soon as this PEA hits the market. It's really getting that drilling program out and beginning that test work. And again, you've got 9 to 12 months of some pretty heavy duty lifting with respect to drilling, and as well getting those samples into the metallurgical smart guys that we have on our team to tell us how that material is going to behave in real world conditions.
Okay, very good. And I guess final question, just tell us about the share structure, the company finances right now. And are you debt free now?
We are debt free from Nabari. So
Okay.
all of the Nabari debt has been taken out. So that's really the secured debt, and all of their convertible debt has been removed. There's still a little bit of convertible debt hanging on from a few of our institutional friends. But again, those are in the money and likely to be moved in the near future. But the Nabari debt, which has been a long-standing thing, has been a promise that we've made to the market throughout 2025. And again, to clear that from the books has been a real win for us as an organization. And that balance sheet is looking significantly better.
And I guess one final question, because in the deck, you said you're going to bring on a new strategic investor in 2026. Can you say anything about that?
The process is underway, and again, it's an exciting time. There's lots of people knocking on the door to see the Gunnison. The Gunnison story is an incredible story, as you mentioned. The Wall Street Journal being on the front page of that business section really drove some eyes to a story that hasn't really been understood in the U.S. So it's been a real win for the organization to be able to get that PR from the Amazon deal, our Newton deal, Rio Tinto when they did their big investor day in December. They had some pretty impressive things to say about the partnership that Newton and Gunnison have made and been able to deliver copper into the domestic market and specifically into the hands of Amazon as they look to create the infrastructure of the future.
Amazon needs a lot more copper. They need a lot more copper, guys. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
Cheers.